Sam Battle. See, Sam is here. Barry Hubbard.
Here.
Chad Schneider.
Here.
Dawn Calvert.
Here.
Eric Whitfield is not available. And Derek Tedrow.
Here.
Have a quorum.
Very good. So everyone should have gotten a copy of the minutes for the February 12th and April 6th meetings. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second, by Battle.
I'm sorry, who made the motion?
Chad.
Okay, thank you, Chad. Okay, so moved by Mr. Schneider, second by Mr. Battle. All those who, what am I saying? I'm forgetting it. I've done so many of those. Okay. All those that approve, please use the voting sign aye.
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 All those opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Okay, so we have no miscellaneous correspondence or new business. We do have one matter of old business. I know, Jim, you wanted to present this to the Planning Commission, so I will turn it over to you.
Dale, are you on with us? Dale Haywood? He was there.
He is. He was that 897 number.
Dale?
Yes, Jim, I'm on. Thank you.
Okay, so if you all remember last month, we approved the consolidation of the mobile home park, the old Summers Mobile Home Park. And thank you for the picture. So what basically happened was we combined everything except there were the parcels over on the top of your page. Basically there's that road there, Midway Boulevard. So we could not combine that because they didn't touch the other side. We just left that alone. What we'd like to do, and I think I have no problem with doing under old business, Dale had called me up as part of the owners and asked if we would consolidate those. I believe there's 6 parcels, correct, Dale?
Yes, sir.
They would like to consolidate those 6 parcels, not in with the rest of the mobile home park, but just those 6 parcels into one. They did notify everybody last time about the possible combination, et cetera. I don't believe there's a need to re-notify everybody, but we left it last time with, they didn't ask and we didn't talk about it. Their request is now to basically consolidate those 6 into one piece for purposes of mobile home development, but it obviously wouldn't be in the same parcel as the major park. Daryl, do you have any problem with that?
No, sir.
Okay, and then again, it had been requested, but we would not allow them last time to put it in with the rest of it because of the street. And there was a property owner to the west that did not want to vacate the street. So we have to keep that separate. So I would ask if someone wants to make a motion to allow, I'm sorry, Dale, your client's name, and I apologize. No, it's not Summers anymore.
It's UMH Properties.
Okay, a motion for the UMH Properties to combine the 6 parcels to the north as set forth in the map. And Dale will make sure we have those parcel numbers as part of that consolidation when you do that for Daryl.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody have any comments or questions of what we're doing? We're just basically finishing up something we started last month.
I would simply note that I abstained last time, so I will abstain this time.
Correct. Okay.
So moved by Battle.
Second, Schneider.
All those in favor, please use the voting sign aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, nay. All right, so I just want to clarify, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 that voted. Okay, so motion does carry.
Yep, we have enough.
Okay, very good.
I think you have to say 1 extension though.
We did have 1 abstention for
And
the
1 abstention. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we have no public hearings for today. We do have several Planning Commission cases to review. So the first 2021-100024, Mercy Health Lorraine at 1900 West River Road, Elyria, Ohio, requests a waiver to the design review for wall sign. So do we have a staff report?
It would be Ashley, I believe.
Daryl Farkas, zoning. I have no comments. The zoning showed compliance with what's proposed, but I do believe Ashley had some concerns from a design review aspect.
Ashley, I can see that you're on the line. No, we cannot hear you, Ashley.
She's on the chat. Wait, was that her on the chat, that text?
Yeah, she did.
We can see, I can see it, but I don't hear her. She said, can you hear me?
Cannot. So she says she is having issues with mute. Mark, do you want to go ahead and see if you can help her out? In the meanwhile, do we have anyone from Mercy Health online?
So you have Ryan Brady from Brady Signs.
Thank you, Ryan. Is there anything you want to share with the commission?
Yeah, so I think my understanding with my discussions with Ashley is that we're looking at the wall cabinet that sits underneath the canopy on the, I'll call it the south elevation. It is a internally illuminated wall cabinet sign. And that was the element here in this package that Ashley wanted the Planning Commission to review because of it being essentially a light box with a light background. And because of its size, I believe it was slightly larger than what is allowed for an illuminated wall cabinet as well. So I think those two elements were what Ashley, I believe, wanted to bring up and discuss. Our reasoning for asking for the variance is it's a little bit of a unique application. So the first piece here is the language on the sign is more than what we would usually recommend, but it's actually coming from a regulatory requirement perspective. So that's kind of why we're making the sign the size it is, just due to the, I'll call it the volume of copy that's on here that we're trying to basically fit and still make it semi-legible. The other piece too, on this side of the building, at nighttime, it's not very well lit. And their thought was that for this to be seen it also should help with some ambient light on the backside of that building. So the reasoning for kind of asking this is twofold. One is that that backside of that building is very dark, especially in the wintertime when the sun goes down early. And then also just the size is just purely the regulatory body that governs this practice is requiring that copy on there. So those were the reasons why we designed it as is.
Through you, Dawn, can you hear me now?
We can. I can.
Oh, you can.
Oh, Jim
Okay.
Taylor can. Can everybody else?
Yep.
I can as well.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Yes.
Just to add to that, he gave a pretty good overview. I would go ahead and recommend approval of this.
Okay. Very good. Any questions from the Planning Commission?
I guess I have a general question. It looks like we've got 3 or 4 of these cases this morning, all dealing with, or at least 3 out of the 4 were dealing with cabinet signs like this. At what point, if we're going to grant exceptions on all this stuff, do we look at modifying the design review guidelines to permit this, especially when it sounds like in most of these cases, I know this doesn't maybe apply as much for Mercy, although it still meets with the general branding and that sort of stuff. Is there anything that we can do so that we don't continue to just basically arbitrarily pass all these things and still leave the design review guidelines in place that make it look like we can't?
I think that is a fantastic question. I actually had the same question myself when I was going over and preparing for today's meeting. I guess I would leave it for Ashley or Daryl to comment and provide feedback from, you know, from your standpoint. Is there anything prohibiting the Planning Commission at looking at this?
Through you, we can go ahead and, you know, draft some potential language to possibly amend the guidelines and propose that to the Planning Commission. We'd have to work with legal on that, but I'm not opposed to doing that. For many years now, every cabinet sign that has come before the Commission has been approved. It's typically a result of a branding issue, size requirements, et cetera. So we can definitely look at drafting some potential language to amend the guidelines and bring it before the Commission.
I would be agreeable with that. And we could put clause in there that obviously would require, you know, administrative approval. And if that wasn't accepted, we could have the Planning Commission as a backup, like almost an appeal to the Planning Commission, and then obviously on from there. I think would save everybody a lot of time and effort, including internally Ashley, and then a lot less on our cover. But we'd have to amend the guidelines first, have that approved by Planning Commission. I'm not sure Ashley would have to look whether council had to approve it, but I think we would be the first ones to approve it and make the recommendation to council. Barry, I'll take that up with Eric downstairs to make sure he and I can work together, and then maybe the two of us, Ashley and Dawn, can sit down and see if we can speedline the process a little bit.
Yeah, and that would be good. I just am looking at the fact that we've had so many cases come before, and I mean, even where we've talked about even some public entities that haven't been able to abide by some of these things just because they're not practical. We ought to be. I hate to think that we're going to say we'll only approve the ones that are national because it meets their brand, but we're going to require stricter rules for other people. It just seems a little
unfair.
Yeah. So thanks. That was my only comment.
Ashley, I'll follow up with you and have a little powwow with you shortly on that.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so if there's no other comments or questions, can I get a motion to approve Mercy Health Lorraine, 1900 West River Road, Elyria, Ohio, request for a design review waiver for wall sign?
So moved, Schneider.
Thank you. Moved by Mr. Schneider. Can I get a second?
Seconded, Hubbard.
All right, are there any abstentions on this one? No? Okay. All those in favor, please use the voting sign aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, nay. All right, motion carries. The next one we have is Planning Commission case 2021-100028, Taco Bell at 920 Cleveland Street, Elyria. Requests a waiver of the design review for wall sign. Ashley, can you please provide your comments?
Yes, so Taco Bell submitted a sign plan that consisted of channel letters and a cabinet. The channel letters do comply with the design review guidelines. However, the proposed cabinet exceeds the 30 inches in any one direction. Therefore, the applicant is requesting a waiver for this cabinet logo. Approval is recommended.
Is there anyone representing Taco Bell on the line who would like to provide comment?
Yes. My name is Amy Noble. I'm from Ellet Sign, and we're representing this proposal. And basically, as you just described, we have a branding issue where we came through last year with the request a previous company did, and they ended up with the wrong branding scale from logo to letters. So right now we're doing a bit of a cleanup issue where we just want to increase the size of the logo cabinet. We're actually going to make the channel letters slightly smaller. And this is largely due to branding standards, specifically on 3 elevations. So we're actually going to reduce the size of the square footage, just bring it into Taco Bell corporate branding standards.
Very good, thank you. Any questions from the commission? All right, can I get a motion to approve Taco Bell 920 Cleveland Street, Elyria, Ohio, request a waiver to the design review for wall sign?
So moved. Battle.
Second, Schneider.
Moved by Mr. Battle, second by Mr. Schneider. All those in favor, please use the voting sign aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. All right, hearing none, motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, on to the next. We have 2021-100030 DAMSA UTD 905 East Broad Street requests a waiver to the design review for wall sign. Mrs. Scott?
So the applicant has submitted a signage plan. The signage plan included channel letters, directional signage, a monument, and menu boards. The proposed wall channel letter signs, the clearance signs, and the menu boards are all compliant with the guidelines. However, the applicant is requesting a waiver to allow for white internally illuminated backgrounds on the monument and the directional signs. As the guidelines currently read, white, yellow, and ivory backgrounds of internally illuminated signs are strictly prohibited. The applicant has noted that Duncan Corporate is not offering any other colored background with the sign package. Therefore, approval is recommended.
Is there anyone representing Dunkin' Donuts on the line?
Yeah, Paul Rubenstein here with the franchisee. I wouldn't want to add anything other than that. We did go to the brand and they did not have any other options for us based on the signs that they allow.
Any questions from the Planning Commission?
Yeah, Paul, is this this new signage you're seeking approval for, is it consistent with let's say the Dunkin' Donuts on Abbey out by the college?
So this design is next generation. So this is their new look. This is like the latest and greatest design of the building plus design of the sign. So what we're planning is this monument sign that's really thin and tall. But overall height is 6 feet. It won't go above what's required per code. So it may be a little different than what's up there. The building certainly is different if you've driven past the building.
Are you familiar with the signage at the new one on Lear and Avon or Nagel? Is that Lear, Nagel?
No, we actually did a site in Avon, and it's similar, but not. We're in front of the BJ's on Avon.
Yes.
And that monument sign is much bigger than what's being proposed here. That was like an original design, and we've scaled down dramatically since then.
All right. Thank you.
Sure, you're welcome.
Any other questions, comments? Okay, can I get a motion to approve the DAMSA UTD 905 East Broad Street request for a waiver to the design review for wall sign?
So moved, Schneider.
Second, Tedrow.
Moved by Mr. Schneider, second by Mr. Tedrow. All those in favor, please use the voting sign aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, nay. Any abstentions? Okay. Hearing none, motion passes.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
All right. Lastly, on the cases, we have 2021-100031 Dollar General, 141 Broad Street, requests a waiver to the design review for wall sign and monument face replacement.
The applicant did submit a sign package. The sign package consists of channel letters as well as a monument face replacement. The zoning is compliant for the signage. The proposed wall signage consists of internally illuminated channel letters within the downtown district, which typically is not allowable. Therefore, they're requesting a waiver for those channel letters. They are also requesting a waiver for the monument face replacement. What's being proposed has a yellow background that's internally illuminated, and as previously mentioned, that is prohibited within the guidelines. So they're requesting that waiver as well. The adjacent tenant buildings do have channel letter signage currently installed, therefore approval is recommended for consistency purposes within the plaza. Approval is also recommended for the yellow background on the monument.
Very good, thank you. Do we have anyone from Dollar General on the line?
Yes, I'm here.
Do you have any comments you wanted to provide in addition?
Not really. I believe Ashley covered it quite well.
Very good, thank you. Any questions from the commission? All right, very good. Can I get a motion to approve Dollar General 141 Broad Street requests a waiver to the design review for wall and monument face replacement?
So moved by Battle.
Second, Schneider.
By Mr. Battle, second by Mr. Schneider. All those, any abstentions? Nope, okay. All those in favor, please use the voting sign aye.
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 All opposed, nay. Hearing none, the motion carries. Thank you very much. Ashley, did you have anything you wanted to discuss on the report of design review applications that were approved internally?
No, other than what's listed there. I have no other comment.
Okay, very good. Any other comments, business from the Planning Commission?
Yeah, I have one comment. I like the idea of someone coming up with some wording to change maybe the channel letter thing, but I'm sort of curious, why did we have such rules anyway? I'd like that to be included, at least tell us why when they do that report.
Very good point. All right, anything else? All right, then I will request a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right.
Second by Battle.
All right. All those in favor, please use.
Aye.
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 Those opposed? Yay. Motion passes. We're done. We wrapped this one up quickly.
That was quick.